dealing with everything that's around us, twice coming from behind in games, now a penalty shootout where their composure was impeccable. So I'm so proud of them.
Gareth, hi. We used to be terrified of penalties as a country, but we looked so confident tonight stepping up to those. Where's that confidence come from? Where's that change in mentality, that shift in how we approach this come from? Can you just talk us through how you prepared for that?
Yeah, we think we've got a good process. We've been in 4, we've won 3. Of course, we got absolutely crucified for the one we lost. And that's always going to be the case because it's outcome-based. We refined that process a little bit. We have more regular penalty takers in the squad now than we had then, and more that have been in shootouts. But I think we've had a really calm process. But having said all that, the players have to show the composure that they did. And for all of them, so many little stories within that. Cole, at his age, coming into a game like that, taking the first. Bukayo, his history with it, you sort of dismiss Jude because he's now, you almost expect it, but that's still high pressure. Ivan coming on, knowing that, one of the reasons we bought him was for that moment. And then Trent, who's stuck with the task, he could have easily thought his tournament was done. But I've kept talking to him about, he's going to have moments. There's still a big part to play. And yeah, I'm super pleased for all of them. And of course, the goalkeeper will always make at least one save. So it gives us a chance.
Yeah.
Hello. I got the feeling that your team has been much more better after conceding the goal. It was already the case against Slovakia. Do you see it in a positive way? Because in the past, maybe English team used to lose confidence after losing a goal in tournament? Or do you see in a negative way because in some way your team shouldn't wait to concede a goal to be efficient?
Yeah, I think we played well tonight, and it's the best we've used the ball. We didn't quite get enough numbers in the box at times because we were dropping players low to get control of the game. And of course, when we went behind, we risked a lot. We had wingers at both wing-back positions, Jude back in midfield. So you run the risk of losing some shape. We weren't certain how long Luke could play, so we were always mindful of when could we make that decision as well. But we wanted to stick, once we'd got the equaliser, we wanted to stick with that bolder approach. We knew it was a bit more open, but we felt it was worth the risk to win the game. In the end, both teams ran out of a little bit of energy in extra time, and both had half chances. We had a couple of really important clearances towards the end. But as I said, the players have shown an amazing character and resilience.
Okay, yeah.
You have been well prepared for the penalties with the names of the Swiss players on the bottle of Pickford. How much effort is in this small detail? And have you seen the bottle before?
Yeah, we do a lot of things. As I said, we've won 3 out of 4, and a lot of our processes have been shared. So, but then our tactical plan for the game was also shared 3 days before. So we live in an amazing world where it's so difficult for us because any element of surprise you might have with the opponent is gone 3 days before the game. It's quite incredible, really. But with the penalties, we have a good process, but the players have to execute it, and the credit is with them.
Jonathan.
Hi, Gareth. Just a bit more on Bukayo. You've talked about resilience and character. Do you have any inkling, maybe you do, in what it took for him to take that penalty, and how do you feel for him now he's been able to do that?
Well, I gave him a massive cuddle on the pitch. He's a special boy. He's a dream to work with. Wonderful family. And of course, you're pleased for everybody, but for him especially when his went in. So, yeah, that takes courage, but we have belief in him. We had belief in him previously. He's now got a lot more experience of those pressure moments. And yeah, his all-round performance was exceptional. You know, the detail of how he had to defend and track and be in the right positions, it was very complex down that side of the pitch. And then to give us the outlet in those one-against-one situations, which we felt could be a real advantage for us, he did. He kept that positive note. So yeah, his performance was immense.
Okay, we've got quite a few queued up. We'll try and get to all of you. Harry and Henry.
Gareth, congratulations. Just on the process, I mean, we've now moved on from the days of players volunteering on the pitch for a penalty. You presumably have a long list, and you're almost telling them who's going to take it, or is there still an element of you look in the eyes of a player and you think they're ready? Thank you.
No, we have a process. As I said, after the Euros, it's my responsibility. But on a night like tonight, it's the players that deliver. So what I want to do is take the pressure for them. If it doesn't work, it's down to me. But for it to work, it requires them to deliver as they did, and they were so composed, and I thought the whole process was really calm.
Okay, here before we go back over there.
Yeah. Gareth, after the UEFA fine, how do you think Jude Bellingham delivered tonight, and what happened when he thought he was substituted?
Yeah, there was a bit of a muddle with whoever was doing the board there. So, no, I thought his performance was very good. I think the goal the other night gave him a huge lift, and yeah, he's been able to play in a couple of different positions for us. He's physically was out on his feet really at the end. We tried to get him to just stay in the centre as much as possible, because he wants to still go and run and press and come out of the shape, but he managed to do a disciplined job for the team at the end as well. So yeah, he's they're such a close group, you know, they're all delivering, and a night like tonight, you know, we don't win the penalty shootout without our backup goalkeepers playing such an important role in training. Henderson, Aaron Ramsdale, Tom Heaton, who's come with us, they're all involved in that process, and it's those moments that bring the whole group together. They're all delivering, and they're all fighting for each other.
Over this side.
Mr. Southgate, congratulations. I apologize, please don't take it as a negative question, but at this level, France, England, is there any thought of entertainment when you plan games, when you plan the way you play for the neutrals? Because being not easy on the eyes is part of the game.
Well, I'm sorry for that, but our intention is always to play well with the ball. You play an opponent. In football, you have an opponent that's trying to stop you. And, you know, these are not normal football matches. These are national events with huge pressure, with really young men in the middle of it. Our team's been under enormous pressure from the start. They're doing so well, so well. And I thought they showed moments, you know, I think Phil had one of his best games for us, looked really free. We're not able to score a load of goals at the moment, but again, you know, we've played 3 teams that play back 5. Very well organised defences. Pitches are a little bit bobbly, and so you sometimes you need the extra touch, and as you have the extra touch, the space is gone. So yeah, none of it is easy. None of this stuff is easy. But we're in a 3rd semi-final in 4 tournaments. And, you know, for the staff and players that have been involved in all of that, I think that's a pretty good achievement, but it's not where we want it to end.
Okay, Eric.
Congratulations, Gareth. Was it a good feeling for you to dance in front of the fans after all the criticism? And how do your skills come from?
Yeah, every now and then you think, surely there has to be some enjoyment in this job. So if I can't enjoy that moment, then yeah, the whole thing's a waste of time, really. So I love the players. I love being in that moment with them. I took this job to try and improve English football, not the seniors when I first joined the Football Association. And I wanted us to regain credibility on a world stage. So I can't deny that, when it's as personal as it's been the last few weeks, on a human level, that's quite difficult. But we're fighting. We're not going to stop fighting. And as I said, we're in another semi-final, and we'll see where we can get to.
Okay.